G'day everyone, it's Justin and
Matt.
Two dads again from Broome, Australia. And we're coming to you today from a hybrid electric 2022 Kia Niro SUV. Okay mate, we recently tried out a few full electric vehicles and whilst they've been pretty impressive with their range and tech, the EV infrastructure in Sydney to charge them leaves a bit to be desired, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I know Scott had quite a bit of a challenge trying to recharge it when he had the EV6 and
fuel
the
back
charging
from his
station.
farm and
exactly.
they weren't working, were they? So,
exactly right. And then plugging it into a 240 volt takes quite a long time.
Yeah. So mate, I thought if you're somebody out there and you're looking for something with low running costs, but you don't want to go full EV at the moment, maybe you should check out something like an EV alternative, like a hybrid vehicle. So now, if people out there, if you don't know, hybrids still have an internal combustion engine, just like a normal car, but they also have an electric motor to assist that engine, which lowers the fuel consumption of the internal combustion engine. Okay. They also come in plug-in hybrid versions, which means that you need to plug it in to recharge the electric battery, or ones like this Kia Niro we're in today, which is self-contained. So as the petrol engine and coasting and braking is going to regenerate the battery for the electric engine. Now the Kia Niro is a smaller mid-sized SUV, and the all-new second generation was launched in Australia in July this year. Now Niros are front-wheel drive only, and they come in two versions. The hybrid is a 1.6 litre four-cylinder petrol with a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission, and it's good for about 104 kilowatts and 265 newton meters of torque. And it has a combined fuel consumption figure of just 4 litres per 100 kilometres, and it does run on just 91 unleaded, okay? So keeping the cost low.
Yeah.
Or you can go for the full electric version, which has about 150 kilowatts and 255 newton meters, which has a range of 460 k's on a single charge. It's available in two trim levels. There's an entry-level S model or a luxury GT-Line spec like we're in today. Now, the hybrid S has a list price of $44,380, and then it goes up to $50,030 for the GT-Line we're in today. And then if you want to go EV, you jump up to $65,300 for an S, and then you go up to $72,100 for a GT line.
Right.
Now mate, the main hybrid GT line features include 18-inch alloy wheels with 225/45 18 tyres. The S models get 16-inch wheels.
Yeah.
You get heated and ventilated front seats with artificial leather, artificial cow. Heated steering wheel, that's nice.
Yes.
You get an 8-way powered driver's seat for you. They come with a smart keyless entry and push button start, so you can keep the key in your pocket and walk up to the car and push a button to open it up. Electric tailgate as well, which is good. The 10.25-inch touchscreen with nav and DAB. It's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it's wired, it's not wireless. And you get a QI charger for your phone as well, which is good. The dash is a 10.25-inch digital dash, and you get a 10-inch head-up display as well. It also comes with remote smart park assist. Now, I had a play with that when I was filming the B-roll footage for this car the other day. It's quite interesting. Like you use the key fob and you can start the car up, and you can move the car forward and backwards.
Yeah.
So I guess if you really wanted to annoy somebody when you're parking it, you can park it right up to their bumper, couldn't you?
You'd never do that. Sure. Surely not.
Also too, the car comes with, this is the first model to get it too, it's got Kia Connect, which is Kia's telematics system. So what that means is that you download an app on your phone, link it up to the car, and then you can actually control and sort of get all the information about the car remotely. So, for example, if you wanted to, heat the car up before you get in it in the morning, put the seat heaters on or something like that, you can do it from your phone.
Yeah.
You can tell where the car is too. Like you can, it uses the GPS, I guess, to detect where the car is. It tells you all about the systems in the car, whether it needs a service and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool. It's a first for Kia. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be rolling it out to further models down the track. But it's really good.
That's good innovation.
Now the GT-Line EV model gets a few more features as standard. That comes with an electric sunroof, an 8-speaker Harman Kardon sound system, and a powered premium relaxation passenger seat as well, which I guess like in the EV6 you can just put it all the way down just to be comfortable when you're charging it up, I suppose. But I can just do that by pulling a handle sometimes, I suppose.
Exactly. True.
Anyway, mate, now that you've had the Niro this week, give us your driving impressions. What do you think?
Yeah, thanks, Justin. And look, first of all, the cabin, I like the design language. It seems to be quite consistent across their new ranges. Really nice to sit in here. The cabins is nice. The seating position, very easy to find a seating position having all the electric adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like I'm sort of sitting on the seat rather than in the seat. But I guess maybe there's a little bit more refinement that I could do to get a nice driving position. Steering wheel, really good. Having the heated wheel is fantastic. It really is a nice creature comfort. From a driving perspective, it does everything well. Head-up display is really good. It just not super exciting. But saying that, it does everything it's meant to do really well. The suspension is tuned well to the Australian conditions. It's not overly sporty.
Yeah, Kia did. It's one of those Kia models where they did do the Australian suspension tune to it. But yeah, I've got to kind of agree with you there, mate. It's not the most exciting thing in the world to drive, is it? So
no.
Yeah.
Took it to the shops. I did all those sort of grocery things and took it to Bunnings, and it did everything really well.
Yeah, it's an easy car to live with, isn't it?
Very much. It's sort of that car that you don't really have to think about things too much. It just does it well. It does it very easily and pretty much autonomously, which is great. One thing I didn't quite like was the engine note that pumps through the speakers. Obviously, it's quite artificial, and it's got 2 driver modes.
Yeah,
Eco and Sport.
Yep.
So it would be great to have a normal mode, because when you're in Sport mode and you're decelerating, it holds onto that gear and the noise isn't so pleasant from my perspective.
Okay, mate, let's have a quick chat about family friendliness, practicality, safety. You sat in the back, mate. How was it? What did you think?
There's surprisingly a huge amount of room. There's a lot of headspace, a lot of knee room. I probably wouldn't feel super comfortable if there were 3 adults in the back, but certainly 2 adults in the back or 3 kids, I think it will be fine. And I think there's quite a few good features in there. Charge points, the connections in the seat. So yeah, I think they've done a really good job in the back.
What about the boot? What do you think of the boot?
Yeah, boot's a good size as well. Easy ingress and egress of whatever you're putting in there, and I believe there are 2 heights to the floor, so you can lower it further to create more space if you need to put something a bit higher. So yeah, it's really practical. And having the electric tailgate as well, it's well thought of.
Safety, mate. This car, it's pretty much for a 2022 car. It's got all the standard things like ABS and front and rear cameras and stuff like that, parking sensors. But it also has autonomous emergency braking. The Kia does it for car, pedestrian, and cyclist as well, so it can pick out that. It's also got that junction turning assist feature, which we spoke about with some previous models. So if somebody's coming towards you, it's going to brake if it thinks that you're going to go into their line of traffic. It's got lane follow assist, lane keep assist. It's also got traffic sign recognition, parking collision avoidance assist in reverse, and that. So it's got, but it doesn't have some of the other high level features like the camera in the dashboard that comes up when you indicate and stuff like that. But yeah, that's still okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, mate. Having a quick chat about value for money. Now, I think it's a little bit more expensive than other sort of competitor hybrids, isn't it? So, I think, you know, if you're looking at a hybrid, you're probably looking to save some money, aren't you? But look, I mean, it is pretty well equipped. It's got a lot of features in it, everything like that. But I think, you know, if you're looking at this car and you're comparing it to, say, you know, stuff in the Toyota range, hybrids and things like that, it is a fair jump in one of these, isn't it?
I agree. Yeah.
In terms of warranty, mate, it's got a 7-year unlimited K warranty, which is, you know, Kia's standout feature, which is really good, one of the best in the industry. The battery has a 5-year or 150,000 K warranty. Servicing. Now, this was an interesting one. The hybrid servicing costs, I looked it up on the Kia website, it's cap price servicing there, $2,645 for 5 years, or $3,996 for 7 years. Now, I'm only saying this because, as we mentioned, you might be looking at a, you know, competitor hybrid, Toyota, for example. Their RAV4 hybrid, $230 a service. So, yeah,
big
do your homework. Yeah, you got to do your homework.
I guess that's the total, you know, cost of ownership. That's a big consideration.
The EV model of one of these is actually a lot cheaper to service too, but you are paying more to get into it, I suppose. Like the EV for 3 years is $621, and $1,187 for 5 years, or $1,754 for 7 years. And it's not a cap price servicing thing; it's a prepaid service plan, so you buy it when you buy the car. So. Okay, mate. X Factor. Now, is this the kind of car that you're going to check out your reflection when you drive past, or you're going to, you know, look back at it after you've locked it and parked it and things like that? I mean, there is one interesting feature about this car. It's got an optional sort of black blade on the C-pillar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which is very sort of Peugeot-like, isn't it?
So,
yeah.
It's sort of like.
What do you think?
I do like the look of the car externally.
Yeah.
It does actually look quite nice. The front end is nice. I can't help but think that they sort of took that design from Peugeot for the blade, but it does integrate well with the car.
Yeah.
I think it actually matches the rest of the car well. So I get what they're going with that. Would I look back at it? Probably for a week, and then I probably would stop.
I think the best part about this car, I think, is the front. The front looks really nice. It's not radical, but it's just a nice sort of you know, it's got a bit of a handsome look about it, sort of thing.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it? So,
it does. Yeah.
So look, I'd probably have to say, look, I don't think it's got that much X factor. I think so. Yeah.
Fair call.
Okay, just want to put a big thanks out to our friends at Kia Australia for the loan of the Niro this week. Yeah, it's probably not a good alternative to have a think about if you're not ready to go full EV, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have a look at the hybrids that are on sale. This is Kia's version of it, and yeah, like in terms of all the tech and things, it's pretty good. So yeah, that's all right. And just want to put a big thanks out to everybody out there for all the likes, the views, the subscriptions, and yeah, thanks for watching. And plenty more to come, Matt.
Definitely.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Bye.